Hey everyone, we're out on the water and we're talking about the Dobyns Frenzy series of rods. It's a brand new line of rods here for Dobyns. 6 models, 2 spinning, 4 casting, and these are premium feeling rods at a price point that is absolutely phenomenal. So whether you're flipping a jig or punching or frogging, or you're dobbing a minnow out in the middle of the lake, either way we've got you covered. Whether you're bank beating or fishing a tournament on the weekend, the Frenzy series is a series you're going to love. Ooh, he's swimming. He's swimming like he wants to be caught on camera. So we've got spinning rod models that'll, fish very finesse baits, and we've got a big 7.3 mag heavy that you can punch and frog with as well. So no matter where you are in the country and no matter what you're trying to do, the Frenzy series really has you covered. The handles are super ergonomic. No matter what reel you put on it, it feels great in your hand. So if you're looking for a line of rods to do pretty much everything you want to do in bass fishing in a price point that you can't beat, check out the Frenzy series from Dobyns. Hey everyone, we're on the water today talking about the different models from the new Frenzy series from Dobyns. This right here is the 610 medium spinning rod. Now, a 610 medium spinning rod, it's a medium fast. This is a great lighter line rod that I'm gonna use for when I'm using open hook baits, really light line, or baits that I need a little bit more give in the rod. So something like a finesse swim bait where you're making a long cast and you have constant contact with the bait, you need to give a little bit of give when they actually get it. It's a great option for that. Anything like a nose hook drop shot or a really light, wacky rig, this is a great option. Anytime I'm fishing with line that's super light or a hook that's exposed, I don't have to worry about really putting a lot of power into those fish, this medium fast really will get the job done. And of course, if you're looking to shake a minnow out in the middle of the lake with forward facing, it can do that as well. It's the perfect length for that. So if you're looking for a great lighter spinning rod, this 610 medium Frenzy from Dobyns is a great option. Talking about the different rod models from the new Frenzy lineup at Dobyns, and this right here, this is the 7-foot medium heavy spinning rod. Now, if you've never fished a medium heavy spinning rod, I can't recommend it enough. The power that you get from a medium heavy versus a medium or a medium light really makes a big difference when you're fishing baits like a shaky head, a Texas rig drop shot, a bigger Ned rig, a bigger wacky rig Cinco. You just have a lot more leverage and strength to actually fling those light baits out there. That's not a problem at all with this 704 from the Frenzy series. It's at medium heavy, a little bit more power, and it's something that I've fallen in love with. So if you're looking for a little bit beefier spinning rod to really do everything, check out this 7-foot medium heavy from the Dobyns Frenzy series. This right here is the 705 CB, and it's the perfect do-all crankbait rod. It's heavy enough that you can throw traps and some grass with it, soft enough that it'll load up, so whether you're throwing small flat sides or even, medium running crankbaits and square bills, this is going to be a great option. So if you're looking for that rebound in a rod that really is going to allow those crankbaits to deflect, and when those fish grab it on a straight retrieve, you have enough forgiveness that you're not going to rip those treble hooks out. That's the power of a crankbait rod, and this is a great one. Now, if you're familiar with the Dobyns lineup, if you read 5 on the rod, you traditionally think a pretty heavy rod, a pretty heavy power rod. But you put this rod in your hands, you're going to realize pretty quickly that's not the case. So if you're looking for a do-all crankbait rod at a price point that you simply can't beat, check out that Frenzy CB rod. Hey all, we're out on the water talking about the different models in the Frenzy series of rods from Dobyns, and this one in my hand, this is the meat stick. This is the 735C casting rod. It is a mag heavy rod. This is for all of your heavy lifting, your heavy cover fishing. So whether you're throwing a frog, punching mats, throwing a really big jig, when you need a rod that has real backbone, this rod has got it. It's a fast action though, so that means there's just enough tip that you can work your baits. This is not a broomstick. It is not heavy in your hand. Like all the Dobyns rods, the balance is phenomenal, and that really makes a difference on these bigger rods like this. This 735 feels amazing in your hand. So if you're looking for a big stick for catching some big bass, check out that 735 Frenzy series from Dobyns. This one right here is the 702. It's a 7-foot medium power rod. It's a fast action. Now, a medium rod, again, is a little bit softer, has a little bit more forgiveness, and it's a great option if you're looking to throw stuff like maybe a bigger jerk bait, a top water, a popper, and maybe even a little bit. It has enough backbone though. It's not like a crankbait rod. It's for those who like straight graphite. I prefer that even when I'm square billing, but you could also use it for things like a swim bait or a really, a light wire swim jig. Again, something that has a little bit of forgiveness, but also has enough power that really you can pull on just about anything with it. So it's a great do everything rod, especially when you're looking to just have 1 or 2 models. I would grab a medium like this if I'm gonna throw traps, square bills, spinner baits, shatter baits, all on the same rod. This would be a great option. So if you're looking for a do everything medium rod, you can't get much better than the Frenzy series and the 702. We're looking at the brand new Dobyns Frenzy series of rods. We're checking out all the models. And this one right here, this 703, medium heavy fast. This is the do everything, the Swiss Army knife of a rod. If you talk to any pro fisherman, you talk to anyone who's fished for any amount of time, they ask you, and you ask, what length, what model, what power, what action is the best for everything, the most versatile. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell you a 7-foot medium heavy fast. So that's exactly what this is. This is the bread and butter when it comes to fishing just about any bass fishing technique. So whether you're throwing a small jig or a Texas rig or spinner baits, or maybe big square bills, you can get away with it. A chatterbait, no matter what you're throwing, whopper ploppers, top waters, walking baits, a 7-foot medium heavy will cover most of those bases pretty darn well. And this Frenzy series is a great option because it has all of the premium Dobyns features at a price point you can't beat. Full cork handles, again, that signature Dobyns feel where it's balanced in your hand. This is just a joy to fish. So if you're looking for a great do everything rod, check out this 703 Frenzy series from Dobyns.